Live.
Well,
Yeah,
that was fun. Another crazy week of Dana White's Contender Series. It just feels like this season is going to deliver.
Before we even kick things off, can I address the elephant in the room? The two elephants that are
I was going to say the two elephants.
Right.
What's up, boys?
All right. These are my boys. I'll let them introduce themselves. They like MMA. They want it on stream. They're at my house. I'm at a position where I just couldn't say no. So we wanted to chop it up with you guys, go live Q&A. But I'll let them introduce themselves. Give us your hottest MMA take with your introduction.
Ooh. All right, my name is Ashwath. This is Srikar. This is my boy.
I mean,
best podcast in the nation. Everyone, if you haven't tapped in, you got to make sure you say tapped in.
That's love. That's love.
All right, hottest MMA take. Ooh, I think that showmanship, how good of a showman you are, contributes to your GOAT status in the UFC. Not just how good you are.
I like that.
Yeah, that's a good one to break down. Go ahead.
I'm Rohan. Srik's also my boy. Greatest podcast in the Natty.
You already know.
And my hottest UFC take is the boy Khabib would have been the GOAT if he had like 2 more fights.
I think that's valid too.
Come on,
Chris, dive into both of those. I want you to be the first one.
I think showmanship in the UFC is very important if you want to build your brand, no matter how good you are. I think that I think that it's something that can really just take your game to the next level. Like we've seen it with Sean O'Malley, and obviously O'Malley is a great fighter in his own right, but at the same time, he gets views and people want to tune in because of the things that they see outside of the octagon. And Conor, obviously, he's proven himself in the octagon, but a lot of the times that he got views, like the Aldo fight, obviously that was for the championship. Aldo is one of the best fighters to ever do it. And the build up to that fight was so insane because of Conor's showmanship and him to just be able to promote a fight. And now we see Conor promoting other fights elsewhere in the country, in the world. So it just goes to show that it's important. So I really think that is a very valid statement. And I mean, we see Anderson Silva is on a lot of GOAT lists. So he was one of the best showmen ever. And that definitely contributed to his status. And then the Khabib sentiment, I think that's also a very valid point. Like, I think that I would have just liked him to see him a few more times in the octagon and, defend against just a few more great fighters. Like that Tony Ferguson fight. If he fought Tony Ferguson and like destroyed him, I think there would have been a lot more people on that bandwagon.
Ali Abdelaziz. No, it's not Ali Abdelaziz. One day.
He was there in the Apex though tonight, which was kind of cool to see. There was a lot of fighters there. So
let's dive right into Contender Series, man.
I was gonna say let's dive right in because these past 3 weeks have been absolutely ridiculous. Just banger after banger. And it's like these guys are really taking that B. Joe Pyfer speech from 3 years ago to heart because Dana White doesn't want to see you come in and wrestle. He wants to see you come in, try your hardest, and try and knock someone out. We'll get to a fight that actually happened, and the guy did not get awarded a contract. So we'll get right into that in a second. But first fight of the night was an absolute war. Like, if you could take the definition of war and put it to a 15 or a 25-minute fight, that is it. Like, absolute grit and heart on display for all 15 minutes. Tommy McMillan, who trains with Sugar Sean O'Malley and is coached by Tim Welch, beat David Magoyan in one of the craziest Contender Series fights I think I've ever seen. He was wrapped up in a guillotine, one of the tightest guillotines that you could possibly have, twisted his entire body around, and his head was spinning like it was a horror movie. It was almost like we were watching The Exorcist in the octagon, and he got out of it. Don't get me wrong. It was probably almost a 10-8 first round, and I believe it was because one of the judges actually scored the contest a draw. Comes back in the next 2 rounds and just absolutely puts it on Magoyan. In the 3rd round, really turned up the fire. He was he was emoting in the ring. He was like every punch that he landed just gave him more and more energy, screaming in the face of Magoyan. Srikar, Ash, and Rohan, guys, what did you think about that? My jaw was on the floor.
Yeah, no, it was an all action fight. I will say that I actually thought Magoyan pretty much wrapped it up. I thought McMillan would have to go out, but yeah, I think that's one of the most impressive sub escapes I think I've ever seen, regardless of Contender Series or UFC.
Like the Marab escape, chugging the legs.
Like the Marab escape on the level of like a Volk Ortega, where it's like, how in the world did he get out of that? And then Tommy McMillan definitely came on a little bit later, as you know, giggling in the back. Is that the Oxford move of the round?
Yeah. That hashtag let Ash speak.
Yo, Rohan is a grade A cheeser.
Yeah.
But I think McMillan was definitely deserving of the contract. I thought they'd give it to Magoyan as well, but that didn't happen. But at least he got his win money in the process. They're telling me,
I forgot to mention that.
They want me to let you speak. So,
yo, Ash, what did you think, bro?
It's all about the showmanship. That's what Dana wants. He's gonna look for the people that are gonna bring that energy and that spirit of the UFC to the octagon. Because in the end, if you can bring money to the UFC, he's gonna want you. Even if you lose the fight, if he saw that you're a good fighter and you're gonna put up some good fights in the ring, then he's gonna sign you. So I think in the end, when people in the Contender Series like go into their fights, they gotta think about that.
Yo, that's messed up. That's messed up, Philip. I care what Ash thinks.
Yeah, come on, Ash. I think that was actually a really insightful take.
You agree?
It was, and I see James in the comments. He said he has to work on his emotes, though. Not gonna lie, I don't know if you play. I don't know if you play UFC 4, but he was doing the Nate Diaz or the Nick Diaz, the hands up when he was fighting Robbie Lawler every time. It was tough. It was tough. But yo, Rohan, what'd you think about the fight, man?
Dude, no, I completely agree with Ash. I think this like Contender Series is more to see like who would fit into the vibe of the UFC, right? And I think because like we got two people in the octagon going to war, like both of them like truly showed that they could be showmans in that octagon. And I think that was what at the end of the day, like we saw, like we want a war. We want to watch these fighters like get at each other for those 15 minutes. And that is exactly what we got. And I think we just appreciate a good fight.
That response was brought to you by ChatGPT.
What?
Well, if that was a ChatGPT answer, that was a pretty good answer.
Come on, that's all I'm saying.
But yeah, it was definitely a good, clash of prospects, because on one hand, Magoyan, you had him coming from an actual, MMA scene, fighting tough enough. Right, exactly. Exactly. Trains with Arman Sarukian. He's fighting in Tough Enough, Cage Fury Fighting Championship, which are very notable promotions. And on the other hand, you had Tommy McMillan from Montana, a state that no one really talks about, but they will be talking about it after they watch this Tommy McMillan fight, and obviously Sean O'Malley from Montana as well. So it was nice to see like kind of a clash of not styles, but just like ways of life.
Question for you. If Sam was here, do you think he would have compared Tommy McMillan to Sean O'Malley and said they're on the same level of star power? Who did he do that with? He did that with Sean O'Malley.
He said that. He said a Beisinger Sisarkayev.
Yeah.
I mean, if he did, Sam, I love you if you're watching this, but I hope you wouldn't say that. But you know what's crazy? When I turned on the fight and I saw Tim Welch and Sean O'Malley in the corner, I was looking at McMillan and I was like, oh my gosh, he actually looks like a young O'Malley with like the tats and the afro. It was like, it's like picture perfect.
Aspect of his personality, I think, is also like what
exactly
makes it more endearing to him.
Yo, Philip, thank you, bro. You the one too, bro. Thanks for the love in the chat.
Just be spreading love.
We love everyone in the chat.
Yeah, we'll highlight it. Shout out to Phil.
Yes, sir. Shout out Phil.
Chris is the one.
Yes, sir. Yo, I'm gonna pop out to the Bay, bro. I need to get out there.
Hey,
so,
maybe I'll
go
to Long Island one day. We'll have a live.
You gotta do
live
a
episode.
Yeah. Yeah. James saying I was seeing glimpses of O'Malley out there. I was too, man. It was sloppy towards the end. They were both very gassed. But it was just all grit and toughness, and he pulled it out at the end. And I really think him emoting and yelling in his face kind of swayed the judges. So, but yeah, so let's move on to the second fight of the night that I kind of alluded to in the beginning of. There was one fight that didn't get a contract, and that was Eduardo Chapelin taking on Antoine Ho. Chapelin grinding out a unanimous decision victory, but it was pretty tainted by the clearly blatant illegal knee in the first round. One of the worst that I've seen. That actually reminded me of Petr Yan versus Aljamain Sterling. Like Antoine Ho was literally almost.
Shout out to the ref Gary Copeland for not stepping in and stopping it.
Yeah, shout out Gary Copeland for watching that happen right in front of you and then going up to Antoine in the corner and saying, "Now do you need extra time? Because I realized there was an illegal knee." It was like, yeah, that was pretty much 2 minutes too late. So yeah, and the judges were not informed at all that happened, which I think is blasphemous. Word to Stephen A. But I think that was crazy. Eduardo Chapelin was on this year's Ultimate Fighter, coached by Daniel Cormier, who was actually in the Apex to watch everything go down. And you could see Chapelin's visible frustration after Dana White said, "Come back, like he said, better luck next time." So it was kind of upsetting to see for him, but if you wrestle for 15 minutes on Contender Series,
you gotta know what you're getting into with the Contender Series.
Exactly.
You get that huge speech in week one. It's like there's no reason.
So yeah, what are your guys' thoughts on it?
I mean, Chapelin did show some good stuff on the feet.
He did.
I think he got 2 and 3. One, I'd probably lean towards giving that to Antoine Ho, but I think overall, I wasn't sure he was going to get the contract after, and he didn't.
Right.
Again, I have not much to say on this, but you can't go onto the Contender Series expecting to wrestle for 15 minutes and expect the contract after it. Like, you're putting yourself in a spot to get grilled by Dana. And Chapelin didn't put himself in a good enough position.
Yep. I definitely agree. What do you guys think, Ash and Rohan? Either one of you.
Would you like to go first?
No, you got it.
Can y'all just compile your responses into one thing, one stream of thought?
Ooh, no, you go first and I'll just build on.
Yeah, try and build on each other.
So he had the illegal knee, right? Earlier in the fight.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did, right?
Yo, Phil, you're a clown.
Why does Ashwath have sunglasses on, dog? You're inside the house.
We got a bright light right here.
Yeah.
So basically, I think honestly, if you got to fight in the UFC, you got to fight the right way, and you only have one chance to prove that. So.
No. Keep going.
So we got to have the right fighters.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what they showed? That they are not the right fighters. And I think that's what we take out from the fight. They spent 15 minutes. It was compared to the first fight of the night. You have to come in and give a show like those ones, the people that came before you did.
And you can't try to prove that you're just a good fighter. You got to prove that you're good for the UFC.
Yeah.
So
being good fighter is a baseline when you're in the UFC. If you can't sell fights and fight in a way that's
the theme of today's episode is showmanship.
Yeah,
I think that's true.
A showman,
who is the greatest showman?
Dude, Khabib
or Conor McGregor.
No, you know why Khabib's the greatest showman? Because he played Conor in his own game, and I think just because in the greatest fight.
You don't believe Khabib is the greatest showman?
No, that has to be one of the takes of all time.
Wait. The only reason I think Khabib has the most aura is because Chris.
Aura is not the same as being the biggest showman.
I think having aura allows you to be a good showman because then you being a showman means you attract the crowds, right? I think there are different ways.
Rohan, I actually think Khabib has negative showmanship. He's the most humble guy ever.
Because he doesn't really talk.
Right?
Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, he's respectful. A showman is Colby Covington. I'm gonna come out and disrespect your whole family, dead or alive, which is crazy, by the way.
In that aspect,
I don't know. When I see a showman, I think of O'Malley, Anderson Silva, Conor, Colby.
Connor's the greatest showman. He literally, by numbers, he's sold the most for a reason.
Yeah, well,
so big because of how
People watch the Habib.
No, I don't know.
Khabib
Wait,
also
what?
played the
Wanderlei Silva and Butterbean?
Look, no disrespect to Habib. If you're
You're
watching this, I'm sorry. I love you. You're amazing. Please don't come after me. You would smash me. Pause. But Conor, the only reason that so many pay-per-views were sold for that fight was because of Conor. Like that was purely Conor.
Okay,
Khabib-
yeah,
Khabib
I
wasn't
think
the selling point.
the way you're defining showman is like different from the way I was. So I think in that
But even
aspect-
if you're
in
going
that
off who's the
aspect-
most entertaining fighter, it's not Khabib.
dude, but like I think because of the way
The same people that say Khabib is the greatest showman hated Hamzat's performance against Dricus.
Okay. Here.
He's talking.
Let's get a little presentation going.
Dricus, though, I think
You got a presentation?
Yes.
What you got?
Definition of showmanship: skill at entertaining theatrical presentation or performance.
Theatrical.
Okay. Yeah. But I think like to every hero, like or to every villain, there has to be like a hero that you're kind of rooting for, And Khabib played that role.
How is Khabib the hero? Everyone was booing him.
Dude, no, I was rooting for my boy Khabib, bro. Khabib, if you ever see this, like I was rooting for you that day. Come on, man. Do not.
I mean,
What about that makes him the greatest showman?
He was definitely the hero for some people. Not, I wouldn't say the majority, but regardless, it was pretty interesting. That's a good
Is
take.
UFC even still around? I thought they were bought off years back. It's around and well.
I hate to break it to you, brother. You might be living under a rock.
CA easily.
If Ice Spice was who would win? Yo, wait, Ash. I actually want to hear you answer that question.
It would be California easily.
No, the greatest showman.
Why?
Oh, it's McGregor.
Chris, a lot
When
of
am I
Chris love
coming
in
to
these
the Bay?
Yes, you're
Yo,
about-
I'm gonna hit a big parlay soon, and I'm out.
Dude.
I need to fund the bank account. But all right, let's get back on track a little bit here. So Eduardo Chapelin gets the win today. He lost in the Ultimate Fighter in the first round to the eventual winner, Joseph Morales. Kind of sad to see him go out like that. He was definitely looking for a contract. But like we said, it's kind of hard to award someone for wrestling for 15 minutes on a show that wants to see straight knockouts and crazy fights like we saw with Tommy McMillan and David Magoyan. But this third fight of the night, man, Mondel Nalo, man, that was absolutely insane. That was ridiculous.
Honestly, like the knockout was kind of weird to me because like the
was weird
timing and like the way
it was a very short punch. Samuel Silva, excuse me, Cage Warriors champion, and we've seen
what that knockout was like. It's like when Aspinall knocked out Blades at UFC 304 with the short little.
Yeah, I would. Yes, but
like it was like a short right hook. No, like
it was like a short like little cross. But I think Mandel did a great job of using his kicks. 2 front kicks to the face, snapping back the head of Silva was awesome to see. The leg kicks just opened everything up as well.
I'm surprised those front kicks landed clean because I thought like after the first one, I was like, all right, you have to have a higher guard at that point.
Right. And then boom, right under the chin. But at the same time, those leg kicks were insane. I believe like one of his last fights. I guess that speaks for itself. But in Nalo's last fight, he won in the first round from a leg kick TKO. So that just goes to show that this guy has weapons at his disposal. Every limb is used as a deadly
in the comments. Keep it respectful.
Yeah,
you're respectful.
Yeah, what Srikar said. I like Srikar's rules.
Keep the peace here.
But yeah, Nalo, amazing. Dana White said it. He's like, I don't like your age. He's 36. That's pretty old to get a new contract into the UFC. But man, he proved it. He made himself undeniable. So what would you guys think?
Get him on that Vancouver card, definitely. He's Canadian. Card's coming up in October 18th. So I think that's a good spot for him. I know Ayman Zahabi was on Twitter. He was saying, get him on that card. And it makes a lot of sense. He's Canadian. He got a good finish. I think he should be there. And he wants a quick turnaround. He asked Dana for Paris. So he's clearly ready to go for Vancouver. but he's a character. It was a very interesting fight to watch, but I think he's really, really good. Mandel Nalo, he looks kind of Indian. I think we're going to take it as a win for us. I know he's Canadian, and I know he might be from West Africa, but we're going to take it as an Indian W. So, yeah, overall good stuff from Nalo. Can't be mad at it.
What'd you boys think?
Don't
Indian
ask who's
dub,
going first.
Indian dub, you know what I'm saying? Come on.
Get right into it.
Yeah.
I think that speaks for itself. Like, we'll take it as an Indian dub.
Yeah, we lost on Kaushik Saikumar, but we have our revenge game here in Mandel Nalo. You know, and he represented. He represented well.
Indian dub is so fire. Like, we have to be fans. He is.
I'm with you guys on that.
Hey, James White, you're still on the stream. So you're still watching us too, and you're still listening to us, which we appreciate. So if you want to call it a chicken scratch of a show, it better be some good chicken scratch, my boy.
Yeah, that is true. You're paying our bills right now, so thank you, bro.
You're not monetized.
But yeah, I mean, Mandel Nalo, just another little note on him. Same time, George St. Pierre requested to train with this guy. So if that doesn't tell you how good he is, I don't know what does. GSP is one of the best to ever do it. Top 3, undoubtedly. Like, there is
given the stamp to like every Canadian.
That is true, but I don't know. He had some pretty high remarks. He also trains with Faraz Zahabi, Ayman Zahabi's father, which is pretty good, and he's pumped out some pretty good prospects. So I think that it's something to look out for. And 36 years old. There's not that much time left for Nalo. He might be on a little fast track right now, especially with a knockout like that. So he's going to make some noise, and I'm excited to see it. But we'll move on to the next fight of the night. Cezary Oleksiejczuk, Michal Oleksiejczuk's brother.
There's only one storyline that came out this fight, and it was the ref stoppage.
Yup, and it was Gary Copeland again, bro. Like, what were you doing? Like, come on, let me get in the ring and ref. I feel like I would be such a better ref. Just doesn't.
Like, why would you call timeout? Usually, if you're gonna call that type of fight off, you're gonna stop the fight and then go to replay.
Right? Like,
timeout, went to replay and then stop the fight. Like,
and dude, if he restarted that fight, I would have actually lost it.
Theo
someone on Twitter posted, you know how you get all the fighter removed tweets from like UFC roster watch or whatever. Srikar sent it to me, and it said referee removed Gary Copeland. And after tonight, yeah,
that was horrible.
That's all I gotta say.
Concerns about him coming into tonight. I know people like actually just didn't like him going into whatever went on in both of those fights with the illegal knee and this one. But again, I think Cezary looked really, really good. I think he's honestly better as a prospect than Michal Oleksiejczuk, which is even scarier. It's Michal's little brother, but he's taller and bigger than him. So I guess it works in an interesting way. But I think Cezary is going to be really good. He'll have a quick turnaround. He took virtually no damage. But those were really good hammer fists. I do got to give him that. Those were thudding shots. You don't really get that from hammer fists, especially the ground and pound. But as soon as he started going into that flurry, it was almost like, all right, he's done. Like, he could have possibly went unconscious just from the hammer fists themselves.
He might have too.
Analysis from Bro in the Shades. Brother, who this guy?
I actually have a question. So who do you think is the biggest prospect out of the people that got accepted from this week's Contender Series?
Jose Delano from this week's.
Yeah, this week.
I was gonna say if we're talking about everyone, Jose Delano is discussing.
Jean Paul's got it.
Jean Paul, yeah, he's crazy.
Noyani. And actually, that might be a good segue.
Let's go right into it.
This was the performance of the night. This was one of the nastiest knockouts in Contender history. The fact that he wobbled him with the head kick, he was already kind of out on the feet.
He was out on his feet.
Hit him with that right hand. More of that, please, man. That was great.
I agree.
Definitely want it again. Whoever wins on Contender Series, I want a quick turnaround. You stick him on a fight night, and I think he can get someone good. I think the only open question is what weight class does he want to fight in, because he looked good at welterweight, but he's also bulking up to welterweight. Is his home at lightweight? He'd be in a lot of scraps there. But again, man, this is a jiu-jitsu guy that got one of the nastiest knockouts on Contender Series. So just let that sink in. Yeah, this guy's good. This guy's for real.
I agree. He's so beyond legit. It's not even funny. And he comes from probably the most insane jiu-jitsu background ever. Like you see guys coming from Brazil, they've trained their whole life. Jean-Paul has been training since he was, I believe they said 5, or maybe even competing since he was 5. His dad trained Royce Gracie. Not was under Royce Gracie, trained Royce Gracie, which is, if you know anything about jiu-jitsu, UFC, MMA, that is actually insane. Like, he comes from jiu-jitsu royalty, and we didn't even get to see his grappling tonight. You think if he bulks a bit, it will affect his jiu-jitsu like that? No.
Well, he's already bulking up to welterweight.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
right
I think your jiu-jitsu translates to to whatever size you are. It's all about technique, and I mean, as long as you have the flexibility, I think you can do whatever. I mean, like, obviously, I'm not comparing him to Walter Walker, but Walter Walker is a heavyweight, and we've seen what he can do. He is insane jiu-jitsu. I just think it's all about 100%. It's all about technique and flexibility. So for the most part, I think whatever weight he goes to, he'll transition nicely to it. But that head kick pretty much reminded me of the Justin Gaethje head kick on Dustin Poirier. Bro, in the shades got no out. You got the fire analysis. Yes, sir. That was a good question though. I like that question before, Ash. Really getting you're getting my cogs turning in my brain, bro.
Wait, who was the guy you were talking about overall out of all the contenders?
Oh, like the best prospect to come out of Contender Series this year. I think it's Jose Delano. I said it right after his fight. We were live on stream, and I literally said, this guy can literally hang with Alexander Volkanovski right off the bat.
What?
Like, this guy is already ready for top 10.
He could take on a top 10 guy.
Like prime Volk.
This is one of the best prospects to come out of Contender Series probably ever.
What?
Wait, really?
I think he is future champ material.
Future champ.
Mm-hmm.
No, I agree. It was ridiculous.
Do you think out of everyone in the division, he already has the best assets to beat Volk?
No, I wouldn't say best.
I just think he has the tools already at this stage of his career.
Is he hella young?
No, I believe Delano is hanging around like 30. I'll look it up right now. Delano is 28. All right, I was close.
He's about to enter the prime of his career, basically.
Damn.
Yeah.
Do you think he's better or worse than John Silva as a possible?
Ooh, that's
technically worse because John Silva's the truth. He is the future of this division.
So do you think John Silva is beating Volk too?
I think he very well can.
I think he could beat Volk. Yeah, that's a debate for.
I think he beats Diego Lopez next week too. Just an early
John
prediction.
Silva beats Diego Lopez. Does he get the?
And if he wins
after that title shot, does he have to win?
I still think it should go to Lerone Murphy. I think he's locked it up with the spinning back elbow. But if John Silva goes out there and does something crazy, I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of just do Lerone dirty and just give it straight to John Silva. But
no, but
if we're in a perfect world, Murphy still gets the shot, and then Silva gets a chance to wait for the winner of Murphy and Volk.
So Silva gets the title shot if he beats Lopez.
Essentially, he wouldn't have to fight again.
Maybe not an instant title shot, but his next fight will be a title shot.
No. He wouldn't have to fight again in between that fight and the title.
Okay.
Yeah, like his next fight, whenever it is, would be the title shot. I think. I agree. And then tonight, obviously, it Jean-Paul Lebaznojani. Sorry, that's a mouthful.
Yeah, it's hard. JPL.
Yeah, he's pretty good. he's really good, and he had so many fighters there in attendance to watch him, which was crazy. He had a fan base of like 40 people in the crowd. When do you ever see that for Contender Series? So this guy was ready. He's been training in the PI. It's paid off. He just beat a Taekwondo black belt with a head kick, and followed it up with a super necessary punch.
He's for real. He is for real.
He is for real. All right, wait, Chris.
That caps it for Contender Series. So we're gonna leave the floor open to y'all. Finally, at long last, we've gotten through Contender Series.
Let's get some questions.
I know these guys will post some questions. Chris, you can ask anything. I'm not the most critical thinker.
Wait,
so I can't think of
this
questions.
is my question. Who in each division has the best chance, like which contender to win the title fight?
Ooh, okay.
Like,
Let's
who has the best shot to win the title?
Who's the best contender in each?
Oh, okay.
division?
125 is Joshua Van.
yeah, 125 is Josh Van.
Or Tatsuro Taira. Okay, here's the thing.
Tatsuro Taira gotta be up.
If
there
it's
too,
Van,
right?
if it's Van, okay.
Here, Srikar, I'll pull this up so we can help.
Yeah.
Oh, the rankings.
Yeah.
The spreadsheet.
Oh
No.
Pull up Sam's spreadsheet.
Just so we could see.
Okay.
All right, this works.
Okay, no,
I think Van is the biggest stylistic threat to Pantoja as well as Tatsuro Taira. I think they are the biggest matches for them. Chris, can you zoom in a flyweight real quick?
Of course.
Let's supersize it.
Oh, perfect.
So we got Joshua Van, Brandon. Yeah, it's got to be Joshua Van and Tatsuro Taira.
And Joshua Van.
Especially for Pantoja.
I
I've said Tatsuro Taira is his biggest stylistic foil.
Yeah.
I think he could beat Pantoja. I think Joshua Van, if we get Joshua Van, then I actually hope Moreno beats Taira so we can get Joshua Van versus Brandon Moreno. I think that would be such a sick fight. But
wait, why do you think that would be?
I think that would be one of the greatest flyweight fights of all time. I think it would be a striking showcase. I think it would be absolute action all throughout. The boxing would be crazy. I mean, these are two guys who come to scrap. And if we thought that Joshua Van and Brandon Royval was good, like I think Joshua Van and Brandon Moreno could genuinely be better. Like it literally could. I think just in terms of pure striking, it is going to be a firefight.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, I agree. I think Van and Taira have the best chance.
Okay.
For sure. Bantamweight. I think it's either Umar or Jan.
I don't think Jan beats him just because the first time they fought, like I think it was so dominant of a performance. Wasn't it a 45-50 or am I?
Yeah, but like I feel like Jan has all the skills and he's felt the Marab cardio game before, so
but do you
that
think
would give him a good
Jan
shot.
has the best shot developing a cardio game that could like
Yeah. And it wasn't even that he got gassed out. Like I think it was more of like, yes, he felt the cardio, but at the same time, Marab was just kind of holding him against the cage. Like he was just racking up control time.
Yeah, he really wasn't like working towards
He
too
wasn't
much.
working.
Wait, I'm reading the comments right now. Also, Chris, let's say Topuria versus Islam happening at the same time the Cowboys playing the Super Bowl. Oh my God, that's tough. But you would not be able to see a recording of highlights or either. Oh yeah, dude. Sorry, I'm watching the Cowboys. I've been through too much pain with them.
I would have watched the Niners.
Do you think that would be painful? Like if you watch that and they lose?
I'd rather go down with the ship that I've been on for my entire life than see potentially a fight that could end in the first round.
Wait, question. Off topic. What are your thoughts on Micah Parsons situation?
Look, I was really upset at it. I'm still pretty upset at the trade. Yeah. But now seeing all this news about his back sprains and he's gonna have to have like constant epidurals and I guess injections in his back, that like clearly it's a problem that's gonna linger and he's gonna need surgery eventually. So obviously he is a generational defensive player. I saw people in like a lot of the comments saying, like trying to rationalize it, saying like Micah Parsons isn't generational, this and that. I'm like, dude, yes, he is. He is a force to be reckoned with. Like people kind of
top 10 player in the league, like across all positions, right now.
I think he's a top 5 defender in the league.
You don't
undoubtedly
think he's across all positions?
No.
I think he is in the top 10 across all positions. But I think he's
including like offense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Definitely.
Oh no, I don't know.
Would you only take offensive players over defensive players? Like you gotta.
No. The only ones that would be over an offensive player is probably Myles Garrett. He's the only defensive player in the top 10.
Really? He's the only defensive player in the top 10.
Maybe.
No, if anything, I would put TJ Watt over him.
Oh, I forgot about TJ Watt. I would put TJ Watt, Myles Garrett, and Pat Surtain if they were going to be.
Yeah, I was going to say right now, I would probably do like my top 5 defenders: Myles Garrett, TJ Watt, Micah Parsons. No order. I know you guys are Niners fans. Fred Warner is a absolute dog. Yeah, I think Fred, and then Pat Surtain to round it out. I actually love Fred Warner. He's caused the Cowboys so much pain.
The go.
But
wait, Chris, same Topuria Islam Cowboys question, but what if it was the NFC Championship?
Ooh, I still have to watch because I mean, when's the last time we've been in an NFC Championship game? Not in my lifetime. So yeah, I mean, it would be. It's history either way. Actually, wait. I mean,
you're a Rams fan.
Wait.
I'm a Niners fan.
This guy's a Rams fan and he lives in.
Oh wait, yo, I think there's one loophole in this question. I would have a 1-up on my phone and 1-up on the TV. Boom, problem solved.
I guarantee you, the response to that will be, "What if that wasn't an option?"
But what if like?
Then I'd get another TV and put it on the other TV.
What if you had to be in person, but like there's
it's
no
all solved with a
technology?
trip to Best Buy.
Like,
If I had to be in person, no technology, yeah, I'm going to the Cowboys game. That I mean, as much as I want to watch that fight, that would be awesome. But yeah, enough about the Cowboys. It's a little rough down in the Big D right now. So featherweight, I would say.
I think no one.
Who has the best shot of beating
Do you
both?
think
It's John Silver.
Leron Murphy loses?
LeBron?
Sorry.
I would say, I want to say John Silva, dude. I also think Lerone can pose a big threat now.
He could. I don't think he's gonna win, but I think Murphy.
I think the biggest threat is John Silva, though.
The biggest threat is definitely John Silva.
Okay. That's
I
think
think my
that's
opinion.
yeah.
And he's showing it. Like he like I mean, as you could see in the rankings, Diego Lopez is 2. John Silva's sitting at 10.
He's 10. Yeah.
And he is favored by a wide margin. Like he's minus 270 last time I checked. Which is that speaks for itself. Vegas gets some things wrong, but they don't mess up a line like that. Like that is crazy. Unless it was Umar versus Marab.
Yeah, that was
pretty bad.
That was free money.
All right, let's move on to what were you gonna say?
No, I was about to say lightweight.
Yeah, let's move on to
Armin
lightweight.
Srikar.
No, is Islam not counted?
Islam is not counted. He's out.
I don't count Islam because he moved up. Yeah, I think the biggest threat is Arman. I mean,
yeah,
he's the most well-rounded fighter. He can do it all. He's pretty good at everything. So
he just has to fight again, man.
Also, I don't know about what's happening, but is Gaethje getting that shot, or is it like still like not?
It's a big rumor going around,
but it's not confirmed.
I don't think it's the way the UFC should go.
Yeah,
why would
obviously
they give
they should give it to Srikar.
I think it should go to Patty or Armin, but knowing that the UFC is like in dire straits with Armin right now, it's not that they hate Armin, it's just Armin's putting himself in a bad position.
He's in the doghouse. Armin put himself in the doghouse for missing the dog terribly.
So I think it should be Patty Pimblett, if I'm being completely honest.
Do you think Patty has
just
a
for
better
the hype
shot of beating Ilya than Gaethje does?
Who?
Do you think Patty has a better shot than Gaethje? Like, I think both of them.
Yeah, I think
I
think Patty has a better shot. If I'm being real, like I think both of them are gonna get brutally slept.
Yeah.
But I think Patty stands a better. Armin stands a better shot than both. Armin just has to fight Dan Hooker on that Qatar fight night or at UFC 321 and just get himself back in the picture. He is the biggest stylistic threat to Ilia Topuria in this division right now. So
he's just not.
You really think Patty has a better chance of beating Ilya than Gaethje?
Yes, bro. Because Gaethje's a brawler and Ilya.
I think Ilya
tags
will,
up
like,
brawlers
serve,
easily.
Yeah, but like I think that's why Gaethje is the better chance because he has dynamite in his hands.
Also,
and
Patty has a better chin than Gaethje does. Not that it really matters when you're fighting Ilia Topuria because he'll just crack it anyway. But I think Patty at least is more durable in the sense that he could get the fight to the ground quicker than I think Gaethje can find that one knockout shot.
And Ilya will definitely just break down Gaethje. Like he's just gonna
not even break him down. He's going to sleep him like first or second.
Yeah, that's tough.
He's gonna find the
thing is we've never really seen Patty like get cracked like that. And when he did, it was his first fight, and he got rocked.
I mean,
by Luigi Vendramini. Shout out Luigi,
brawler and violence maker in the lightweight division. So it's like
I agree. That's a tough one, man. I think just by pure puncher's chance, I'd take Gaethje in that scenario.
Nah, yeah, I don't know. But anyways, Armin,
we can agree to disagree. Yeah,
well,
Armin Srikar has the best shot. Oh, welterweight. What a loaded division, by the way. Look at this. We got Bilal, Brady, Shavkat, Leon, Ian Gary sitting at 6 is crazy. Michael Morales is.
But the thing is, I think it's quite obviously Islam. It's
right?
Islam.
It has to be Islam.
Yeah.
Yes, and
division is
on November 15th. I don't think we're gonna be talking about that very much. I think we're gonna see Islam scurrying back to lightweight.
Islam, the next biggest threat is Sean Brady.
I agree. Yes, Sean Brady's the next biggest threat.
Sean Brady or Kamaru are the biggest threats.
Wait, so if you think that JDM beats Islam, what do you think is like? Do you think Islam stays?
No, Islam goes back. He goes back down to lightweight and
he fights right?
Yeah, and they will halt the line of contenders. Like that's the one thing that's hard when a champion leaves their division and vacates, because it's like you don't want to halt the other guys coming up. It's almost unfair, but when you have an opportunity to make a super fight of that magnitude, everyone's getting put on the back burner. Like they do not care at all.
Oh,
so do you think like time wise?
Yeah. What if the UFC is waiting for the result of UFC 322 in that main event to see if they can set up a lightweight title fight?
That's probably what they're doing.
That's probably what they're doing.
Oh,
but like, do you really? I don't know. Do you really want Ilya to wait that long?
If Islam loses, he gets the instant title shot.
Like, you don't think they like use like a Gaethje fight or something to supplement it right now? And
they
then
could.
Have the other shot.
They could.
I agree with Rohan. I think that's what they're gonna do, because like Ilya is such a big star and he'll bring in so much money. And realistically, do we really see him losing? Probably not. So
I think he's beating all 3 of the contenders that like are like. I think he beats Arman too.
Yo, you know what's funny? I was thinking about it. That's why they're not setting up the Arman fight, because they're waiting for Ilya to be champion still to fight Islam, because Arman poses the biggest threat, and if he takes that title, all of their plans are ruined.
No. I think you've cracked the code. I think that was like a eureka moment, you know.
Eureka.
That would be a crazy series of fights if it goes according to what they want. That would be
that's a good theory.
They need Ilya to win the next fight so that they could set up Islam
and Ilya. Ilya and Islam would be one of the best fighters.
What if? Because if Islam loses against JDM and Ilya loses to Arman, then they can't do an Ilya versus Islam no title on the line.
Yeah,
that'd be crazy. That would be great.
Just if anything, they would just strip Max Holloway of his BMF title and then make them fight for that.
But someone has to
fight do you think Holloway is getting the next BMF title shot?
Or he's the BMF belt holder.
Oh yeah, he's the BMF.
Yeah.
I think it should move divisions. I like, although lightweight is probably like the BMF division, like historically, I want to see it go somewhere else. But it's hard to do that.
There's some good lightweight BMF matchups. Like Sam will obviously agree, but Oliveira and Holloway banger.
100%.
Holloway is a banger too. So I think either of those would work. But anyways, wait, we're talking about welterweight, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's Sean Brady or Usman.
Yeah, definitely is. I don't see Shavkat posing a threat.
It's kind of crazy how this guy right here,
Shavkat, I think I alluded to it on the last live stream. I think he is the most overrated fighter in the UFC right now.
In the UFC, Rob, what do you think makes him?
That's a little bit of a tough one.
Hasn't he?
I just don't think
out everyone except for like that.
Except for Gary. He finished everyone except for Gary on a torn MCL, by the way.
Also, you got to look at who he was fighting. Like he fought Wonder Boy, Carlston Harris.
Wait, would you put Carlos Prates up there with like potential like?
Wait, let's first find his answer to this one.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I think Prates beats Shavkat for one, but two.
Yeah, okay.
I just think Shavkat has such a limited skill set for where people's expectations of him are, and that's why I call him the most overrated. Not necessarily like in the worst way possible, but I think he'll stick around in that top 5. I don't think he's ever winning the belt. I just don't think he has that next.
Who do you think beats him? Do you think the next fight he gets is JDM and he loses?
If it's Bilal, I think I'm gonna pick Bilal Muhammad.
Oh, so you think so you think there's a chance that Shavkat doesn't even get the title?
Yeah, no, I don't think he's gonna. I don't think. Yeah, he could not even get the title shot.
Wow.
And he's doing a disservice because he's not, or disservice to himself because he's not fighting. He's kind of sitting around waiting for the title.
Why aren't they giving him bigger fights?
Why isn't he fighting?
He's probably like
he's been injured. I'm not sure why he hasn't gotten booked.
But he's been recovered from injury, and he said he's looking for fights. So it's
I don't know.
He's
I mean, hey, maybe no one wants to fight him.
Yeah,
that also happens.
They're just not giving it to him.
Who do you think is going to be his next?
But that's how the UFC works. They won't always give it to you.
Who do you think?
You can't knock them for that.
Yeah, you can. It's the UFC. It's what they decide.
But okay, who do you think his next fight will be?
And Shavkat should just accept whatever fight is posed to him.
I think Shavkat's next fight should be Bilal Muhammad.
Bilal Muhammad. Okay. Wow.
I think, yeah. And I think that should be a 5-rounder too.
Oh,
I think
so
that
it should be like a fight night main event?
Yeah, for sure. Okay. We've seen Shavkat won 5-round fight, and that was the Gary one. And he looked very vulnerable. I don't know.
It's so hard because that leaves Sean Brady in like limbo land. Like, what are they going to do with him?
That's what should happen.
Yeah, but like I don't think he should even fight down. Like what? My whole thing is I want to see Sean Brady fight Bilal again because
you have to fight down because Islam's coming to this division, and you got to know what that means.
But if Islam,
no, but I mean, but Sean Brady, I think earned enough with that Leon win. Probably one of the most lopsided wins in UFC history. I think he should be able to avenge his one loss and fight Bilal. Okay, and then if anything, Shavkat gets pushed under the rug.
But who do you think he should fight then? Like Shavkat, do you think he should not get the title shot? Like if let's say JDM beats Islam, like who's the next title shot? Who gets?
I think it should be the winner of Sean Brady and.
You know what? Let Usman fight Shavkat.
No, I was saying Usman versus the loser of JDM and Islam. There's no
but
way.
Islam will not.
Oh wait, you said Shavkat versus Usman?
Yeah, let Usman fight Shavkat, and then after that, if he beats Shavkat convincingly, then instant title shot.
Sean Brady.
I want to see Brady fight Bilal again. I need to see that
fight again.
He needs to avenge it.
What does it do for Izzy
needs to avenge the Strickland loss? Do I want to see Strickland and Izzy again?
Yes,
no.
We need to see that again.
Okay, but
Izzy would.
Yeah, Ash is speaking for the people right now. Yeah, I like
Izzy would win the rematch. Izzy would win the rematch.
But yo, Srikar, I was saying this before. It's funny how this guy has just all the hype in the world, and he's completely not even a thought in the UFC's mind right now.
Michael, because he should fight Joaquin Buckley. I think that's
Michael Morales.
Probably should.
Did Joaquin Buckley lose his last fight?
I think Morales.
Yes, he did to Usman
fight before the end of the year. Honestly,
he should. He should be on that last fight night, in my opinion. But yeah, interesting. Let's move on to middleweight. We've already pretty much talked about it.
It's Kyle here. I'm not
or
gonna
two.
lie.
It's who?
It's Kaio or it's bust.
You think it's Kaio or bust?
If Kaio loses, no one's gonna beat him.
You are bugging, bro. You just backtracked on our other stream.
You don't think Anthony Hernandez has the?
Yeah, what? I thought we agreed that it's 1 or 2, or actually not even the Ritter. I thought we agreed it's 1 or 2.
I think.
Yeah, I give Fluffy 2, but like I just.
Wait, so do you think
Hamzat's gonna get an early finish on Fluffy Hernandez? I'm not gonna lie, he's gonna get an early finish.
Well, he's gonna submit him.
Because
I don't know.
Fluffy's entire game is being the cardio monster, and cardio monsters just don't work on Hamzat anymore. Whitaker was a cardio monster. Dricus was a cardio monster.
Yeah, but Whitaker didn't have the wrestling that Fluffy does.
And I think DDP didn't.
But it's Hamzat Chimaev. I think he's gonna be okay.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying that, but I still think in terms of pure skill and style, like
I hate to say it, but the fact that Kaio has been sparring with Hamzat before and he's felt all of this before, it makes me think he has the best shot. I don't know why.
All right, I could definitely get on that train.
Just because I know he got submitted before, but it's kind of like with Merab's thing where you need to feel that sort of presence in the octagon, and you'll have a shot. So I think the same argument kind of applies here. But it's still kind of an unknown question because we don't know if Kaio is going to beat Imavov this Saturday. So see what happens.
And
coming
by
soon.
the way, the predictions are coming soon. We don't want to spoil anything.
I'm not going to spoil the main event pick, but I'm definitely torn on It's a 50-50 fight for me.
I definitely agree. And Srikar, by the way, I know we said it was a pick'em before. Kaio is the slight favorite now. So take that as you will.
Okay.
Some money on Kaio Bohio.
All right, light heavyweight.
Should be a good fight. Light heavyweight.
Khalil Rountree.
Here, you know what? I'm gonna zoom in a little more.
No. Who glazing now?
I think it's Khalil Rountree.
Over Pereira?
But Khalil lost to Pereira.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. Here's my thoughts on Ankalaev Pereira. Like, my early thoughts are that if Pereira has like even like a decent night, he's going to win. Because he had probably the worst fight of his career against Ankalaev, and he just seemed very off. But if he's on, like, he's gonna win. It literally took Ankalaev's best performance and Pereira's worst performance for Ankalaev to win.
So then how are you putting Rountree over him?
So it has to be Pereira, right?
I mean, Rountree kind of beat Pereira up and down the block for like 15 minutes.
Khalil Rountree, prime Khalil Rountree at his best is the best light heavyweight in the world. And I think these last two performances have been very, 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 very encouraging.
But he's
towards that idea.
At his best, did he lose to Pereira, or would you say that was not at his best?
That was not at his best. I think he could have incorporated more low kicks. That's like, the one thing that it was missing.
What is his best? Like, have we seen it before?
Yeah. What fight do you think his best was then?
I think the Paul Craig fight was definitely up there.
I agree.
I think the Anthony Smith performance is up there. I think, honestly, I'd say the Paul Craig. The Paul Craig is probably the best one. I think that was just the most, probably like one of the best displays of Muay Thai I think like we've ever seen.
And you think that him in that fight beats prime Pereira?
Yes. Well, no, because I do think he developed a lot of his skills over time, and that version of Rountree is not the version we're about to see. The version we're about to see is like a more modified and better version of that Khalil Rountree.
So you're saying he's at his best right now?
It's trending towards that way.
Wait, so
let's see how he does against Yuri. If he knocks out Yuri, then you heard it here first. So
wait, is his fight against Yuri the next fight they both have?
Yes. They are fighting on the same card.
Oh, wow.
UFC 320. Ankalaev Pereira and Khalil versus Yuri's on the same
card.
Whoever wins between Yuri Khalil is getting the next title shot.
But do you think they're gonna run it back if Alex and Yuri wins?
No, and that's where Olberg versus Dom Reyes comes into fruition, because if Pereira beats Ankalaev, Reyes. That's why they said
Devastator.
The title fight like in close proximity to each other.
And y'all heard it here first. Dominic Reyes is knocking out Carlos Olberg.
No, he's not. Carlos Olberg is going to hit Dom Reyes.
When that happens, I'm clipping this and it's going viral.
Okay, then clip this. Olberg wins by knockout by check hook.
I think
maybe.
I think Reyes wins by split decision.
I think Reyes.
That fight is not going 5 rounds.
I think Reyes wins by knockout in the 3rd round.
Ooh, I like that. I'm on your side, Rohan.
Already a lone wolf, and we haven't even recorded per prediction yet. Crazy. All right, one last division, and we'll wrap this thing up. Yeah. Heavyweight.
Yes,
this one is
John Jones, probably.
This one. Oh, we'll do the women's divisions too, I guess, real quick. But we'll do heavyweight.
Yeah, I think
Blades. It has to be Curtis Blades. It is Curtis Blades.
You guys are clowns.
Whatever these guys say.
Honestly, I think it might be
Curtis Blades,
winner of Volkov and Almeida. It
but
could be. Honestly,
Volkov
it might be Volkov. It might be Volkov.
But do you think he's too slow because he's like he definitely has like the biggest frame?
Because he's a giant.
Well, everyone looks too slow when they're in the octagon.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is because Tom Aspinall's like advantage is his like unnatural speed at that weight class, wouldn't someone who's also just considered slow even in that weight class have a harder time?
Yeah, but that's like everyone.
Yeah, but Volkov's slower compared to the rest of them too.
I guess Almeida's faster, but like they're still not on Aspinall's speed.
So you just don't think anyone's beating
I think Volkov is just more technical than the bunch.
Do you think Aspinall is the most dominant champion we have right now without like which one of these champions?
No. Most dominant champion is Taporia.
No, but which one of these champions are the most ahead of any of the possible?
Aspinall.
Yeah, okay.
It's Tom Aspinall.
Wait, you just said Topuria.
Well, he asked for the most dominant.
I meant dominant.
Bad news. I posted the tweet on our Twitter an hour ago, and I didn't check my phone, and it just posted. So if anyone is strolling in from Twitter, sorry.
Hey, welcome in. We have about 5 minutes with you, so just give us some questions and we'll answer them. Let's move on to the women's divisions real quick. Women's flyweight. I think it's Zhang Wei Li.
It is Zhang Wei Li.
It's Zhang Wei
Wait,
Li.
is Zhang Wei Li? Doesn't she have the championship?
Well,
No, so she vacated.
Furthest from the contender.
Well, women's flyweight.
But didn't
Zhang Wei Li is moving up to fight Valentina Shevchenko at UFC 322.
Oh,
So she's going for
that's your
double
favorite.
champ.
That's one of your favorite fighters. Right?
Nah, yo, Srikar. You know who I think? I'm throwing out a hot take right now. She has the best.
Yeah, I think she has the next best shot
to be a dark horse. Not even a dark horse. The next face of this division.
I think
After Valentina's gone, it's her.
I think Natalia Silva could beat a flyweight Zhang Wei Li.
Wow.
But
I think
Natalia Silva's gonna move down.
No.
So, like,
Well,
if she
Zhang
fought
Wei
Zhang Wei Li,
flyweight and this is flyweight.
Oh, gotcha.
So do you think Zhang Wei Li will move back down if she loses? Or like
Yes,
Okay.
she will move back down.
and then will she get because she had to vacate?
She's
the
gonna
belt,
move
right?
back down and get the belt right back.
So she's gonna get the title shot like right back. Like
Yes,
because she
instantly.
vacated the belt.
Yeah. She's got it. It's just like the Islam situation. So whoever wins between Yonderoba and Dern, you better hope that Zhang Wei Li wins, because if she comes back to strawweight, you are cooked. But I think in strawweight, the top contender is. Oh my gosh, what a loaded division! Sam was right.
Wait, is that happening in the same card as Islam? It probably is, right?
Yeah, it is. Zhang Wei Li and
So
Valentina
they're doing
Shevchenko.
two double
Yeah.
fights.
I think it's Vina Yonderoba. Or no,
those two.
No,
I think if
So
Tatiana Suarez beats Amanda
Shevchenko.
Lemoshe, I think.
that's
Please. I think the winner. See, I lost my train of thought. All right. I think the winner of Tatiana Suarez and Amanda Lemoshe is the top contender in the division and the toughest threat for Wei Li. But Wei Li's already beat Suarez, so I'll say Vina Yonderoba.
I agree. I think Yasmin Lucindo can make some noise too. I think she's a big dark horse in the division.
You hate
But
Yasmin Lucindo. Don't even cap.
no, I mean, she couldn't beat Amanda Lemoshe, but she's very young. Like she's 23. So there's gonna be some growing pains, and the fact that she's 23 and ranked 7th in the strawweight division, I think that says a lot. And she does have it all. She's very sharp boxing, a good ground game. So
Yeah.
I don't know, but Jandaroba definitely right now is she's on top, and I think she's going to open as a significantly large favorite over Mackenzie Dern.
For sure. All right,
Love Mackenzie Dern, but
let's wrap it up with
Tough
bantamweight because this one is easy. This one is very easy. It's Amanda Nunes.
yeah, she's not even in the rankings.
She's not going to be in the rankings, but it's Amanda Nunes.
Why is she not in the rankings?
Is she coming
She's
back?
coming out of retirement.
Oh,
Yeah.
And do you think she gets the belt? Like,
She is awesome. Kayla Harrison is
Really
beast.
good.
She is domination at its finest, and Amanda Nunes is too. So that'll be that could. I said it's going to be the biggest women's fight ever, and I feel like that's a given. Maybe one of the biggest UFC fights ever
For
in terms
sure.
of like pure stylistic clash and just aura versus aura. It's like
Yeah. It would be the biggest women's fight right next to Valentina Shevchenko and Zhang Wei Li. We're about to get a couple of pretty much like landscape defining women's MMA fights coming real soon. So I think we'll wrap up here. It's late
100%.
for you, Chris. It's 12:30. Go to bed.
Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm nocturnal anyway. So yeah, sorry about my tweet mishap. I thought it posted, it didn't. So if anyone's strolling in from Twitter right now, you guys can go back and watch the live stream. That's the beauty of it. It's not gone. It's on the internet, and
visual
things stay on the internet forever. So it'll be up until we take it down, which we won't take down. So great night of Contender series. I'm already looking forward to next week. It's going to be awesome. This has been one of the best seasons to date so far, and there's been 9. So you never know who you're going to see on Contender series. You can see the next Sean O'Malley, aka Bisinger Sister Kayev, or you just never know. Yeah, exactly. You never know what you're gonna get, and that's the beauty of it. Because a lot of these guys could be stars for many years to come and fill out the roster of the UFC. But yeah, socials are down below. So if you want to tap into our content, tweets, more videos, you can go down there. Obviously, we have everything listed, even on our X bio. If you want to follow me, Srikar, Sam on Twitter, you can. Might not be a good idea. It would be a good idea. I put some funny tweets. So does Srikar. But yeah, I mean, we'll be back on Friday with our predictions for UFC Paris. Be sure to tune into that. It will be a regular episode, no live stream podcast.
And none you guys will be on it either. So some of you can rejoice, and some of you, if you actually really enjoyed it.
Yeah, yo, Ash and Rohan, thank you guys for stopping by, bro, and getting in on the action.
For having us, Chris.
Yeah, dude, 100%. I love you boys. You guys are awesome. Any friend of Srikar is a friend of mine. So you guys got ball knowledge. It's good to hear different takes. But yeah, like I said, socials down below. Stay tuned for Friday. Around midday, the episode will get up. So you know how we get down with predictions. There will be parody. I promise.
There will be parody.
And I already jinxed it. So knock on wood for that.
Okay. I said it too just to save you.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's not my fault this time.
We'll actually get
It's our fault. But yeah, an hour and 1 minute stream. You know, we just like to talk balls. So hope you guys have hope you guys have a great night. Go get some sleep wherever you are, and see you guys on Friday.
See you guys.
See ya.